Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a really exciting video. I am going to be doing a full face of viral makeup. This is makeup that is really popular on social media. I have a bunch of stuff here that I have never used before, which I'm very excited to try out. So before I get started with the video, if you are brand new to my channel, then hit the subscribe button down below and click the bell next to that so that you get notified every time I upload a new video. And of course, if you like and enjoy this video, then give it the big thumbs up. Okay, so everything that I use in today's video I will link down below in the description box for you. I have this concealer here from e.l.f. to try out. This is their 16-hour wear camo concealer. I also have the Patrick Ta Major Dimensions palette, which looks like that inside. Looks so pretty. There's a bunch of really gorgeous shades in here that I'm very excited to delve into. I also have the Tilbury Beautiful Skin Bronzer to demo today, and I've got a bunch of other products I'm excited to demo in the video. I'm going to get started with the eyes. So I always like to do my eyes first, especially if it's a new eyeshadow palette and I've never tested it before, so I don't know how the shadows are going to perform in case there's fallout. So I'm going to start off with the Patrick Ta Major Dimensions palette. The packaging for this is really beautiful. It's this kind of rose gold shades. It's all mirrored all the way round. The name of the eyeshadows are on the back here, and this is what the shades look like inside. So mine came a little bit busted actually, because like these two shades down here were quite kind of shattered, you know, like I had to kind of smooth them a little bit with my finger to kind of put them back into place, which was a bit annoying because, as you know, this palette is really expensive. This is like a neutral to warm eyeshadow palette. There's mattes in here, there is some metallics, there's some shimmers, and there's also a couple of toppers, and we have creams too. I forgot about them. We have some creams up the top here. If you can see, it's in like this little case bit like this. That's a couple of the shimmers and metallic toppers. I will just swatch them on my hand. These two in the middle here look like beautiful shades to apply onto the lid. Now I'm going to start off with this matte shade here, which is called Transition. I'm just going to start blending this into my crease area, just slightly higher than my crease to act as a nice transition shade. And as you can see so far, this shade is really pigmented, which is great. It's a nice neutral shade as well, so it gives us a great base to work from. I've seen a lot of people using this palette. They say it's amazing, but I don't really see them using the cream shades in it that much, so I want to try it out today. So we've got two little creams up the top here, and I think I'm going to go in with the kind of more browny chocolate shade, which is this one. This one here has a little bit more of a red tone to it, so it's more like a rich chocolatey brown, whereas this one here is a bit more of a kind of neutral chocolate brown. So I'm going to use that, and I'm going to pack that onto, like, I'm obviously going to put it onto my lid, but I think I might go for some sort of halo eye effect today. Oh yeah, really creamy. I'm also going to take this into my inner corner, but I'm just going to switch to a little smaller brush. I'm going to go in with this shade right here, which is this rich rustic red shade, a brick red shade, and I'm going to pack this on top of that cream shade just to set it down. Wow, this look has went rather dark and dramatic very quick. So I'm now going to lighten up the look by applying a little bit of this kind of iridescent shade here. I want to apply this into the centre of my lid to start kind of creating that halo eye effect. Like, I haven't left that much of space in the middle of my lid, but it'll be fine. Like, oh wow. Wow, very pigmented. I'm just taking my brush and just making sure there's no harsh edges, just by lightly feather my brush back and forth. That shade is lovely. I'm going to pick up this one, which looks like a nice iridescent topper. And I'm just going to press that right to the centre, just on top of that shade, just to add extra bit of sparkle. Yeah, wow, beautiful. Oh my god, the shades are so pigmented, they blend beautifully, and that's me got a mix of the mattes, the creams, metallics and toppers, like so beautiful. I'm going to apply winged liner. I'm going to use the Benefit Extreme Precision liner. This one's a really great new liner. Okay, so that is a gorgeous eye look. It's a lot darker than I expected to get from the palette, but it's like a really rich eye look, which is gorgeous. For my face, I'm going to use the Nars Light Reflecting Foundation. This is such a popular foundation right now. Everybody is loving it, and it's my absolute favourite foundation right now. I've used it a ton. Like, I've used it so much since I've got it. I've got 2 shades in this for when I'm tan and when I'm fair, and I've been using both of them like crazy. I don't know how much I've actually got left in this, but I think I still get a good amount. But yeah, this is a beautiful foundation. Like, the finish this gives you is just incredible. It blends out so effortlessly, it's so flawless, and it's very kind of liquidy as well. It's not like a thick formula, which is good. It's really, really thin, which makes it so lightweight on the face. I don't even have to wear primer with this foundation or anything like that. It lasts such a long time, and I actually took this foundation on holiday with me, so I wore this at night time on holiday. It lasted all night, stayed in place, didn't make me sweat at all, and it was like 30 to 35 degrees. So I have this concealer to try out from e.l.f. This is their 16-hour wear camo concealer. This has been out for a while, like, and I've just recently picked it up, and like, I've seen so many people loving this concealer. It's supposed to be full coverage, supposed to have a really lovely flawless finish to it. I got it in like 2 different shades. I got like this kind of peachy tone one and this more kind of neutral tone one. So I did that because like you can kind of colour correct with a peachy colour. So this is what the concealer looks like right here. Really nice, sleek, simple packaging to it. It has quite a large doe foot like so, which is good. I really like these big large doe foots. I'm going to go in with a little bit of medium beige first, just to kind of help conceal the purple. And I think because of this eye look is quite rich, it has like that kind of purpley, you know, reddish tinge to the look that it's clashing with my under eye a little bit. So I think this peachy shade will kind of help to colour correct that. So I'm just going to blend this in a bit first. I'm not going to apply too much of this shade because obviously I want to go in with light beige, because I think that will match me more for kind of lightening up my under eye. So I feel like that's helped kind of conceal the reddy purple and bluey look under my eye. It feels quite a kind of lightweight concealer as well, which is nice. So I'm going to go in with a little bit of the light beige shade just to kind of brighten up the under eye now. Oh wow. Wow, that's a bit too light maybe. Okay, we're going to blend this in and see how this goes. It looks a bit too light maybe. You need quite a small amount of this concealer because it goes quite far. The formula is a wee bit thicker. It takes a wee bit of time to kind of blend it out. I think I've been just so used to like using my Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer, which is very, very lightweight and, you know, blends out beautifully. I think when I apply any other concealers now, I'm like, oh, a bit too thick, I'm going to have to keep trying this concealer out, I think, because I don't know if it's my favourite, because I feel like it doesn't look that great on my under eyes there in terms of like where my creases are. Yeah, I'm not too sure about this concealer yet. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just the coverage I'm not liking, or if it's maybe the formula. I'm not too sure how I feel about this right now. I'm going to set it with my powder, so I'm going to go with a little bit of the Laura Mercier translucent powder. This again is another really viral hype product. Everybody loves this powder, it's so good. It makes your face and your under eyes look super flawless. Let's use my little puff to set my concealer. Do you know what? I'm actually really stupid. I didn't want to set my under eye right now because I want to go in with that cream bronzer from Charlotte Tilbury. So I don't know what I was thinking. I just really wanted to set the concealer down to see if it changed my opinion of it. But like, I don't know how I feel about that concealer yet. I'm just really on the fence about it. I'm going to go in with cream bronzer. I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin bronzer, which is such a big bronzer. Nice packaging for it. This is what it looks like right here. I've used this a bunch since I got it. It has a bit of a different texture to it than other cream bronzers. It's a little bit more like a putty rather than like a cream. It's a beautiful cream bronzer, this. It just melts into the skin, like, you know, it applies effortlessly. What I really like about this cream bronzer as well is that it's quite hard to go muddy, because like a lot of other cream bronzers you can go like really muddy really quickly with them, whereas this one, you know, it's a bit more forgiving. You know, you can kind of go a little bit more crazy with it and not really get that muddy, which is great. So I think that's why I really love this cream bronzer, and it's one of those ones that you can kind of use on the daily, because it's very effortless to blend out. So I'm going to like set the cream bronzer and bronze up my cheeks a little bit more with the Charlotte Tilbury airbrush bronzer, which again is another really popular bronzer. Like, everybody loves this bronzer as well, and I think it's incredible. So I'm going to use this, and as you can see, it's a very large pan, just like her cream bronzer. Like, you get such a large amount of product, which is great. I love the kind of glow that the cream bronzer gives to the cheeks. It's a really nice kind of subtle natural glow, but with using this bronzer, the airbrush bronzer, this has a matte finish to it, so it's kind of going to tone down the glowiness from the cream bronzer, which I'm not too fussed about anyway, because I do like a matte finish to my skin, like to my bronzer anyway. Now for mascara, I'm going to use the L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara. So this is another really hype product. It became really popular because everybody was saying that it was like a dupe for the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara in terms of like, you know, formula, and also the way the brush is in it as well. And for me, it's very, very similar to the Too Faced one. So that's a brush there. It coats my lashes really, really well, and yeah, I would definitely say it's a dupe for the Too Faced one. So yeah, I think this is why it's went very kind of viral, because of that, because it's a drugstore version of the Too Faced one. However, even though it's drugstore, it's still quite high. It's still quite pricey in the drugstore. It's like the higher range of like the drugstore prices. I think it's around about £12 for this mascara. I was going to try and apply false eyelashes again today, because if you watched one of my latest videos, like my testing Shein makeup, I actually applied falsies in that video for the first time in like forever. Like, Shein has this kind of liner slash glue stuff that really works as, you know, eyelash glue. Makes applying your eyelashes so quick and easy, and I was going to do it today, but you know, I just can't even be bothered. I'm going to go back into the Patrick Ta eyeshadow palette. I'm going to pick up this kind of light shimmery shade here, and I'm going to apply this into my inner corner for a little bit of a highlight. Okay, now for lips, I have this lip liner here from Charlotte Tilbury. This is the shade Iconic Nude, which looks like that. It's kind of like a cool tone nudish shade, and yeah, this is such a viral product right now. Like, everybody seems to love this. It's more of a neutral to cool lip shade. It's creamy, this lip liner, but it's a thicker kind of formula. Yeah. Has a little bit of a drag to it. And as you can see, it's quite a cool tone shade on me. I think depending obviously on your skin tone, this can look more nude on some people, and some people obviously if you're fairer it can look quite cool tone to sort of like a greyish tone. So speaking of Charlotte Tilbury, you know how famous she is for her lipsticks, and the Kissing lipsticks from Charlotte Tilbury are so popular and they're my personal favourite range from Charlotte. They're very creamy, they're very buttery on her lips, they just wear beautifully. You've probably heard of the shades Nude Kate, Penelope Pink, KKW, Bitch Perfect. They're all stunning shades. So I've pulled them out here to kind of show you. So here I've got two in my hand here to show you. These are just stunning lipsticks in terms of packaging. So beautiful, this kind of rose gold shade, and then this is the actual bullet itself. This one is the shade Penelope Pink, which I wear a lot. And then I also have this one here, Nude Kate. I have Bitch Perfect, and I'm trying to get KKW right now. So this one here is Nude Kate, this one's Penelope Pink. I think I'll put Penelope Pink on because it's a little bit lighter, I think, in the bullet there with a pink tinge to it. That's Penelope Pink on, and it has a kind of creamy finish to it, so it looks a little bit glossy but not like super glossy, if you know what I mean. Just a nice creamy finish. Okay, so this is my completed look using all the products. I'm just going to run through the things that I've used today, especially the new stuff that I've tried today, and tell you like my first impressions on them. So the first thing that I used today for the first time was the Patrick Ta Major Dimensions palette. So this is a beautiful packaging. Gets a bit dirty as you can see with all the paw prints on it there, but whatever, it is still a beautiful kind of rose gold mirror packaging. The shades inside are beautiful, like the colour story is really lovely, and here it's a bit more on the kind of I would say the rich pink warm brownie kind of side, if you know what I mean. Like you look at it and you think, oh, that's kind of more neutral, too warm, but to be honest it's a bit more, I would say more rich rather than neutral. Like a lot of people would describe this as a neutral palette, but to me it's a bit more warmer, I would say, than a neutral palette. I mean, of course, these shades here you could probably just pair together and you would get like a really nice light kind of neutral eye look, which I'm going to definitely do soon, because yeah, I would love to use just these lighter shades here, you know, in the crease, and then maybe one of these, maybe this one, maybe on the lids, and create like a big long wing rather than this halo eye effect that I've done today. I'm going to try that out quite soon, I think, because yeah, that'll look lovely. But if you use like more of this side of the palette, you do get that kind of more rich eye look, which is absolutely beautiful, especially for this time of year coming into autumn. I think the formula is great so far. The shades I've used have performed lovely. They blend effortlessly, easy, and yeah, no skipping, no patchiness. And as you can see, it created this gorgeous eye look that I think it's beautiful. I'm really impressed with the palette and I'm looking forward to using it more. The next thing that I used for the first time today was the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. So this, I'm not too sure how I like this yet. I really don't know, like, I find it's quite, I don't know if I find it quite dry or if it's too thick of a formula. I don't know, I really don't know how I feel about this. I'm going to have to keep trying it out. I feel like I don't love it for my under eye, like right here. I feel like it emphasizes a bit too much of, you know, the creases there. I'm going to try it out a bunch more times and see how I go on with it. The Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Bronzer. This is a beautiful cream bronzer. Like, oh my god, it is amazing. It's like a putty texture, so it's different from a lot of other cream bronzers out there that are a bit more kind of creamy, and when you apply it to your cheeks it can kind of go muddy quite quick, whereas with the Charlotte one it doesn't do that, you know. They're my newest kind of products that I've tried today, but as you know, I love the Nars Light Reflective Foundation. I've used this like every single time I've done my makeup almost. I love it so much. Like, I love it that much I took it away on holiday with me for night looks. The formula is amazing, but it's super lightweight and all that, like lightweight, flawless, just doesn't emphasize pores or texture or anything like that. It's just beautiful. The Charlotte Airbrush Powder Bronzer, This is gorgeous. It's a matte bronzer. It looks super flawless on the skin, has a nice warmth to it. I've loved this for a long time as well, and as you know, it's super popular right now. The L'Oreal Paradise mascara is absolutely amazing. Love it. Makes your eyelashes look super spidery, jet black, long. Just incredible. The only thing that I do not like about this mascara is how messy it gets. After a little bit of time, you know, I don't know if you can see there, but it's starting to kind of clump up every time you twist the lid down on it. There's always this excess mascara that gunks up around it, which is so annoying. It's very messy in that way. The Too Faced gets like that a bit as well. But anyway, this is a really beautiful mascara. Lip liner from Charlotte Tilbury's lovely as well. It is a bit more cool tone on my skin. It does run a little bit more grey, so bear that in mind. If you are my skin colour or lighter, then it will look a little bit more greyish on you. So yeah, it's very, very cool tone in that sense. The Charlotte Tilbury Kissing lipsticks are beautiful. Like this shade Penelope Pink is lovely. I wear this a lot. It's a really beautiful lipstick just to apply. You know, you don't have to kind of think about it. It has a nice formula. You can just sweep it right across the lips. It looks lovely. It's comfortable and everything. It doesn't last all day because it is a kind of creamy formula. If you do apply like lip liner, you know, all over your lips beforehand, you know, to give you that base, and it will last longer. But because it is that very creamy formula, it will disappear a lot quicker than like say like a matte lipstick and things like that. But still a real beautiful lipstick. I love it. That's it for this video. Everything that I've used I will link down below in the description box for you. And if you're brand new to my channel, then hit the subscribe button down below. Click the bell next to that so that you get notified every time I upload a new video. And of course, if you liked and enjoyed this video, then give it the big thumbs up. I will speak to you very soon in my next video. Bye.